What the hell is going on? No, really, how did we get here? Did I black out and wake up in a new timeline? The horse one? The timeline with the horses that everyone is very normal about? This game is inescapable. Everywhere I look, I see horse girls. My girlfriend? Horse girl. My brother? Horse girl. My cat? Why? When did these horse girls conquer the planet? I want to understand. So I set out to figure out how this game took everyone from me. It can't be that good. Can it? Horses are girls, and they crave the track. It's all they've ever dreamed of. It is their destiny. And also being idols, I guess. That is the only thing they've ever dreamed of. Dabbing on losers by forcing them into being backup dancers. And this is Musume Academy. The back key is not available during the tutorial. You are a trainer, and you must guide these horse girls to the only two dreams they are allowed to have in this society. Start your horse girl on her career in the Twinkle series and make her dreams come true. Visit the three goddesses statue, the deities, who the back key is not available during the tutorial. And thus began my journey into learning about how these horse girls kidnapped all my friends. But there's more than just the Twinkle series to worry about. The director, this tiny not horse girl, has decided that she wants to begin something called the Ura finale. The back key is not available during the tutorial. The tutorial finishes by explaining that you decide the training regimen for your horse girl to help her achieve her goals for the next 3 years of her life. You do this to make the best races possible, and also the best parent ever for future generations of horse girls. We then launched into a straight up anime OP showing off the world and the horse girls, and I want that one! I want that one! That one right there! I like her sleeves and her blank stare. Her name is Agnes Tachyon, and she will be our horse on this journey. Questions? Too bad. Shut up. No time. We have to get to work. Get in the horse girl. She only has 3 years to live and so many races ahead of her. And she's trusting us with her entire career. We will not let her down. Probably. So yeah, I don't know what these stats actually mean, but we can make some assumptions. Speed and stamina seem self-explanatory. Power makes me hope we can clothesline other horse girls on the track for a competitive edge. Guts. And wit is brain. We have 11 turns to reach our first goal of literally showing up. Shoot for the stars, kids, and you too can get that participation trophy you dream of. Training time, baby. I'm going into this relatively blind, but I've seen people get very mad at other creators for just spamming speed, which is also going to be our strat, because if you're not first, you're last. I will be grabbing some other stats too, because red exclamation points mean my friends will tell me they like me and teach me how to legs better. 11 grueling days of training later, and it's race day. The predictions mark us as ooh, which I can only assume means I'm a master trainer already. We line up next to a bunch of spare part NPCs who don't even get different outfits. A hush falls over the track as the girls wait for their mark. They're off, and Tachyon has a late start. I punch my monitor. It scares my cats, but she's not out of it yet. She's keeping pace. We trained for this. They hit a straightaway. I lean forward. The gap is so big between us and first, but halfway through the race, we are slowly closing in. We're gaining. I'm leaning so far forward, my face is almost against my monitor. They were on the final stretch. The end has to be close, and so am I. Tachyon is right behind first place. Everything falls away. All eyes on the front. Second place. The world of competition is unforgiving. Our goal is complete, but we could have won. No, we should have won. Training can't wash away that shame. You're better than this, Tachyon. You're better than them. I'll show you what your real potential is. In order to compete in her next goal race, we need to run a maiden race and win. We need fans. We need the people. But more than all that, we need to prove ourselves that we can do this. And I know she's thinking this too, because she shoots off the line and quickly takes first place. Our strategy was to be a pace chaser, stay in the near front, but let the others tire themselves out in front first. But she abandoned that for this race. It was personal, and she dominated. No other horse out there had a chance. She finishes miles ahead of the competition. The people cheer, I cheer, and she gives a satisfied nod. I get it now. She's dancing her heart out on stage, and I feel a tingle in my chest. Warmth. That's my horse. That's my horse. And I want to help her achieve her dream. No more participation trophies. We're shooting for the top. We train hard. We race hard. We are hard.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
We don't always get first, but we keep qualifying. We keep pushing. All the races try to box us out, hold us down, but we break through. Speed, strength, stamina, wit, not guts, fuck guts. We trained in it all. We popped ults, we procced skills, and we climbed. Goal after goal completed. We were electric. Even the Arima Keenan, the hardest race, and our final goal was easy. There was no competition, or so I thought. The Ura finale, the highest form of competition. It's going to be tough, but we've been through so much, and I believe in the hard work that me and Agnes Tachyon have put in. First, we need to clear the qualifier. The skies are gray. The horses, locked in, and we open with a late start. The nerves got to our girl, but she keeps a good pace, keeps hydrated, hits all her skills, even landing a clutch ult on the final corner. We slowly overtake the other racers. We proc our triumphant pulse, and we barely lose it to Majiro McQueen. To come this far, only to trip up and fail right at the end is tough. It hurts, but it's okay, because despite how emotional I might feel, this is a video game, and we get a redo. We're flying out of the gates this time. No late start. I can tell Tachyon is locked in. So much that she rushes to an early lead. This isn't the strategy we practiced, but by horse god, if it gets the dub, then so be it. She keeps the lead through the whole race, keeping a healthy distance between herself and the competition. This wasn't just a race. This was a statement that she belongs here. No, we belong here. In dominant fashion, she blows past the finish line. Nobody stood a chance the whole way. We qualify, and we move on to the semifinal. Now with no safety net of a redo to fall back on. I went into this initially expecting to make some joke, trying to be invested, and then move on. But after coming this far, I'm invested. I want to win. The f***ing horse girls got me. Tachyon lines up with her opponents, and I'm legitimately nervous. She isn't rated high compared to them, making a win feel even further away. They fire off the line. Tachyon makes some prudent decisions on her positioning, and I'm left biting my nails, nervously praying that she can break through. They round the final corner, and Tachyon is quiet. No skills have really gone off at all at this point, and I'm losing hope. But then she ults right at the end corner and follows up with a speed skill. But any hope we had drains as the horses ahead of her speed up and finish out the race. She ends the race smiling, but I know that behind that smile is the searing pain of failure. In this life, you're either first or you're last. And our career ends, cut short in our prime. I sat there in the darkness of my room, the only light illuminating my face being the light of loss, and something stirred within me. Anger? No. Sadness? Perhaps. But most of all, determination. It was time to get to the lab. This ending was unacceptable. Fate, not my dumbass decisions, had denied us victory, and I would not have it. This silly little horse game was mocking me, and my arrogant ass was gonna prove to it and the world that we could win. I took stock of horse girls to figure out what I could do to improve our chances. In this game, you can pass on stats and skills from other horse girls during their careers, like passing on their hopes and dreams to the future generation. Now, at this point, I could have done research to figure out what the best options could be, or I could full send it on random horse girls till I felt emotionally prepared to try again with our girl. First up was Diva Scarlet, who immediately got depression and ligma and failed her career so fast I didn't even get footage recorded for it. She is glue now. Next, Sakura Bakushin. She confuses me because I thought she was supposed to be a horse, but all I see is the goat. Builds? We don't do that here. We jam speed and shit on opponents. End of strategy. We finished her career, actually, including the Ura finale, which filled me with a weird cocktail of happiness and frustration, given the painful failure I had just experienced hours prior. Speaking of alcohol, vodka, the horse girl, vodka. Yes, I definitely did not f her career because I didn't understand late surgers. Glue. Moving on, Gold Ship. Pause. This is a horse that requires some background. If you didn't know, these horse girls are all named after real horses, and Gold Ship is famous for being a ass. They won multiple races, being labeled as one of the best horses in the biz. They also would sometimes choose to randomly not give a f during a race and cost bettors 12 million yen. An icon, I'm afraid. Haru Urara. The tiny, precious, adorable, must protect horse who canonically never wins. I'm not kidding. IRL, she received a record of 0 wins and 113 losses. But she tries her best, and we actually won, and I got my second full career clear with her. But that's not nearly as notable as her final goal, which is not actually to win the race, but it's to participate in it. And it's a race she's entirely built incorrectly for by default. And I need to share with you the way this race ended, unedited. At this point, I've completed literally 30 years worth of horse girl careers to train for my redemption arc. I was ready, but there was one last thing I needed to do. I spent the remainder of my currency I had built up on horse pulls, just hoping to get enough copies of our girl to build her up for the run back. I am a husk. And Agnes Tachyon is a corn. Like I'm empty without her, cause I'm a husk and she is corn. And corn go in husk. Oh hey, rainbows. After using all our resources, I was able to get Tachyon up to 3 stars and potential 3, which means we will be starting this journey with higher stats, more skills available, and most importantly, science drip. And with the lucky random pull we got, I decided to do one more quick career run with Special Week, using all of the knowledge of our previous horses' careers built up, all of their skills, and putting them together for Tachyon to take with her on her journey. It's time. Our redemption arc begins here. Speed, power, guts, long, everything we need, probably. New strategy this time. Before, we tried to keep pace with the competition, but we were naive back then. That was a strategy of a fresh-faced, new trainer and his horse. But now, I have over 30 years of experience in horse racing, wins under my belt, and I'm ready to show the world the power of Agnes Tachyon, the late surger. Waiting until the end to make our move, handing out back shots to our opponents when they least expect it. We are here to do one thing and one thing only. Race, and win, and dance, and sing. Like an idol who is a horse and a girl. We hit the green of our junior make debut with sleeves way too big for us, and the other horses know they're cooked. We finish first easily, even without using a skill. We pick up the first of our new skills for this run, Swinging Maestro, which has a chance to give us stamina back every time we hit a corner, and comes from a support card that everyone really loves just for its stats, and nothing else. We win another 2 races back to back, but then disaster strikes. We rest and we get hit with a mood reduction and became a night owl. I too feel debuffed after sleeping, so this just makes her more relatable, but no time to fix that now. We have to be inspired by horse girls, and we have another race to win. Thankfully, despite being very tired apparently, we win the race handily and get the chance to go to the hospital to fix our EP. We win more races, and Tachyon hits him with the rap god.
Hey, looking boy, what you say, looking boy? I get a
Back to back we get wins, putting these other racists in the dirt where they belong. We even take out our own Umama, Special Week. It's nothing personal, Ma, but we can't let anyone stop us, not even family.
I don't have friends, I got family.
All that stands between us and vengeance is the Arima Keenan, the final step in our goals before we can attempt the Ura finale again. And the competition is rough. Manhattan Cafe is favorite in all stats. We're outclassed and it shows. We lose the first attempt, getting 5th while this goth horse is leagues ahead of us. We have to use a redo, but I believe in our girl.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the racers are rounding the second corner of the race. This is the long haul, so it's all about stamina. Agnes Tachyon activates her Swinging Maestro skill. Folks, this horse is swinging on that thing. She's doing tricks on it. Diva Scarlet is leading the pack, followed by 2 NPCs who I will not be knowing the names of. In 4th, we have Super Creek, and ladies, you will have to explain that horse to me in the future. Coming up in the inside is our horse, our legend, our hero, Agnes Tachyon, fighting with the riffraff to get ahead and to make a break for the lead. It's a tight pack, but this is what we trained for. It all comes down to the final corner, where all our skills will have a chance to fire off. Diva Scarlet is currently maintaining her lead, but every racer here will be making their move shortly. They're approaching the final corner, and this is the moment that we will need to watch, folks. As they enter the final corner, Super Creek starts making her move to push for the first position. Diva Scarlet is giving up easily, though, folks. Each racer is pushing past each other, fighting for the first spot. Meanwhile, I'm just wondering, where is Tachyon? What is her plan? Has she given up? There it is, folks. A shooting star proc from Tachyon to begin her sprint. And this is where we're going to need to... Oh, my God. Tachyon ults. She's making her move, ladies and gentlemen. She's gained back her stamina from that ult. And wait. What is that? What is that happening? Oh, my God. She procs 2 more skills. Agnes Tachyon is pulling out all the stops as she and Manhattan Cafe surge to the front of the pack. Tachyon has the lead. Agnes Tachyon has the lead. Can she keep it? Is this going to be it, folks? Tachyon is going to win. Tachyon is going to win. Tachyon wins it.
Victory. Easy game. Uninstall Manhattan Cafe. You're washed. Kill your... Now all that's left is the Ura finale. And there's no way we don't go all the way this time. We have all the skill, the drip, the speed, the... Fuck.